Right, good morning. I've been asked to read a page from my favourite book, which is going to be The Hobbit. This was the first book that I read by myself when I was about 9, and this particular edition of the book was published in 1989, so it's well over 30 years old, this particular edition. So, without further ado, let's get going. Chapter 1, The Unexpected Party. In a hole in the ground there lived a hobbit. Not a nasty, dirty, wet hole filled with the ends of worms and oozy smells, nor a dry, bare, sandy hole with nothing to sit down on or eat. It was a hobbit hole, and that meant comfort. It had a perfectly round door like a portal, painted green with a shiny brass knob in the exact middle. The door opened out onto a tube-shaped hall, like a tunnel, a very comfortable tunnel without smoke, but with panelled walls and floors tiled and carpeted. Lots of polished chairs and lots of pegs for hats and coats. Our hobbit was very fond of visitors. The tunnel wound on and on, going fairly but not quite straight into the side of the hill. The hill, as all the people round for miles around would call it, and many little round doors opening out of it, first on one side and then on the other. No going upstairs for our hobbit. Bedrooms, bathrooms, cellars, pantries, there are lots of those. Wardrobes, whole rooms devoted to clothes, kitchens, dining rooms, all were set on the same floor, and indeed on the same passage. The best rooms were on the left-hand side when you go in, for these were the only ones to have windows, deep-set windows, round windows looking over the garden and meadows that sloped down to the river. This hobbit was a very well-to-do hobbit, and his name was Baggins. The Bagginses have lived in the neighbourhood of the hill for time out of mind, and people considered them to be very respectful. Not because they were the most richest of all, but also because they never had an adventure or did anything unexpected. You could tell what a Baggins was going to say with any question. This is a story of how a Baggins had an adventure and found himself doing and saying things altogether unexpected. He may have lost his neighbour's respect, but he gained, well, you'll see what he gained later on. There you go. First page. Well, and a bit. Hope you enjoyed it. This is an amazing book, and please, much better than the films.